Hello dear students, welcome all of you to my class. Today we will start the first chapter of history, that is where, when and how. So let's check what are the learning objectives of this chapter. This chapter contains the meaning of the history, importance of studying the past, what is the meaning of prehistory and history, timeline, dates and chronology, sources, archaeological and literary, geographical influence on the human development. So the question is, what is the meaning of history? History is a continuous and systematic written records of past events. Those who study the subject as a profession are called historians. The study of family history is called genealogy. Our next topic is the importance of history. To understand the present, we need to study and understand the past. So अगर हम लोगों को present के बारे में जानना है तो हम लोग को past के बारे में पहले जानना होगा. Okay? So history tells us about the life and deeds of great people. History tells us how languages have grown. History is an account of all that happened in the world in the past. History is a great teacher also. There are many lessons that we can learn from the past. For example, history tells us that thousands and thousands of people get killed in a war. Therefore, war must be avoided at all costs. Let's move to the next topic, and that is the time frame in history. So history is generally divided into three time periods: prehistory, protohistory and history. In your book only two segments are there, but for the better understanding we have to read three segments. So prehistory is the period about which we don't get any written information. I am going to repeat, prehistory is the period about which we don't get any written information. So without any written information, the history is called prehistory. Our knowledge about them is based on unwritten sources like bones, tools and pottery. And the proto-history period is the time for which we have written records, but they are very few and still can be deciphered. Deciphered means not readable. Okay, as example is the period that saw the emergence of and growth of Indus Valley civilization. The next segment is history. History refers to the period about which written documents are available. So the question is, what is the meaning of timeline, dates and chronology? Historians express time in history by two terms, BC and AD. The years before the birth of Jesus Christ are expressed in BC, that is before Christ. They are counted backwards. Okay, for example, 100 BC comes before 99 BC. I am going to repeat, the years before the birth of Jesus Christ are expressed in BC, that is before Christ. So BC means before Christ. They are counted backwards. They are counted backwards. For example, 100 BC comes before just 99 BC. Years after the birth of Christ are expressed in AD. It means Anno Domini, that is in the year of our Lord in Latin. These years are counted forwards. For example, AD 99 comes before AD 100. Okay, so it is the basic difference between BC and AD. Today historians are using BCE and CE. BCE stands for before common era and CE stands for only common era. So dear children, that's the end of today's session. We will meet in our next class with new topics. Till then, bye, take care and happy learning.